And welcome back. Well, starting tonight, there's a very special performance happening in Milwaukee, A Day for Grace. It stars music icon Sam Llanas and playwright Doug Vincent.
Yeah, they're sharing the stage and putting on a very heartwarming show that features monologues and original music by Llanas. We are here now with Sam, Doug, and the director, Gary Tanin. Before we get to the interview, though, we are going to take a couple of minutes to show you a clip from the musical social drama.
Yeah, this is a scene where Doug opens up about the birth of his daughter, Grace.
The doctor awkwardly struggles to get that cord off. Wrapped around her neck tight like a noose. She's breathing. She's breathing. She's breathing. And just like that, my Grace is here.
Hey, John, take me down to the water tonight. Hey, John, take me down to the water tonight, and we'll watch the river flowing. I can see it changing clean. Yes, we'll watch the river flowing. I can see it in my dream. The river looks so beautiful and clean.
I love that voice. And he's here, too. He's not singing for us live today, but I love looking at that clip. Thanks, you guys. And Gary Tanin, thank you for being here. I just said his name right. How about you? On stage sharing a very emotional thing, but it comes from some pain as a child. A lot of people, I think, struggle to overcome pain from childhood. For you, growing up in a small town in Virginia, you got some kind of shadows or demons you're trying to overcome, and with the birth of your daughter, you're kind of trying to reconcile that, right?
Exactly. It's originally I had written the show more centered around more of the darker story of my dad, who was struggling with alcoholism and depression, and he ultimately took his own life. While I was in the process of writing the show, my daughter Grace was born, and she found her way into the show. You know, it was such a such synchronicity with the details of her birth that in real life that matched the experience with my dad, that Grace found her way right into the script.
Well, how old were you when your dad died by suicide?
17.
See, I think it's difficult. I have a sibling who died by suicide, but when it's your parent, I always think about the experience of a child who loses a parent, because it's almost like your parents are responsible for you, and it's like, I don't know that it's necessarily a choice the way people think it is, but it's like they've chosen to leave. But hey, Dad, I need you.
Yeah.
Was that part of your journey?
It is. It's when it's a parent, like you're saying, it's especially such a sense of abandonment that's very difficult to reconcile. As Sam often says, I don't know if it's something that you ultimately ever completely get over or reconcile per se, but I think that we can find a way through to the other side with some hope and some perseverance.
Well, talk about how the two of you came together, because you met just in the last year, you collaborated together, and you sort of came together through a bonded sharing of that pain of going through a similar experience.
Yeah, ultimately, but Doug contacted me over the internet. I mean, his modern world, you know, so boom, there it was. And, you know, long story short, you know, we looked at the script and we thought it was strong and powerful, so we wanted to get involved, and so we just kind of made it happen. You know?
You wrote the music.
Yeah, well, I actually wrote this music quite a while ago, and that's kind of the wild part of the story is, like, you know, he didn't know this music existed, and when we read his script, we were like, Doug, you have to listen to this record I put out like 15 years ago. and it just almost matched song for song, scene for scene, and it was just wow. Nobody could believe it. You know, it was just some wild serendipity going on.
And I'm going to direct this question to Gary, because there's something about Sam's voice that I think lends itself to delivering this music in a way that probably very few other performers can. Instead of asking you, Sam, to talk about yourself, what do you think where's that connection?
Well, Sam has a unique ability. This is rare in performers in general, to connect directly to every person in the audience. I don't know exactly how that happens, but certain performers have that ability to make you believe that they're talking to you. And Sam's music, when we worked on A Good Day to Die in 1997 to 98, I mean, you know, I felt this way, I think Sam felt this way, that music was something really, really special. It was his first solo record. It was about his brother's suicide, and that we were kind of let down that there wasn't more commercial acceptance, but it got great reviews. Mm-hmm. So when this opportunity presented itself, it was an amazing coincidence, if you want to believe in coincidences. It was clearly unbelievable that, you know, I mean, if you tell this story to people, they go, yeah, like, what part of this did you make up? Traditionally, plays are designed around someone writing the score for the play. Nothing wrong with that, but this is completely a different animal. Yeah. This is completely different. This is an original score that existed in its own life 15 years ago, and something that transitioned over a period of 10 years, and the two came together, and it's like the two stories were written simultaneously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's beautiful, beautiful how it happened. People can come out and take part and watch this beautiful show. It's going on now through Sunday. It's A Day for Grace. It's 7:30 tonight at Next Act Theater. Friday and Saturday it's at 8 o'clock, located on South Water Street, and then Sunday a 2 o'clock performance. The way you can get tickets is by calling 414-278-0765, nextact.org. A great piece to see, to celebrate, to talk about. September is also Suicide Awareness Month, so very timely for this to be taking place locally. And very nice of you to bring some tickets for us to give away. So if you're interested in seeing A Day for Grace, call us right now. Callers number 5 through 9 will win a pair of tickets at 414-799-4444. Enjoy it.
And in a word, quickly, reaction to the show from people, something that's been very meaningful to either one of you.
Well, just a very strong reaction, and we'd like to say the play is infused with a lot of humor as well. It's not just, you know, about suicide and death and, you know.
Right. Good. So. Good reaction.
Yeah, I think it's kind of heart-opening. It's been the experience that I've kind of seen.
Awesome. Nice to have you guys here.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Laugh, cry, enjoy it.
Exactly. And still ahead on our show, how you can tell if you have cataracts or macular I almost couldn't read that. Or macular degeneration.
But as we go to break, here's another sample from A Day with Grace. Take a look.
On the way home. On the way